What we're going to cover is clicker training. So the basic concept is when they hear this sound, they're going to get good things. Okay. So you remember Pavlov's dog? When they ring the bell, the dog will salivate. That's where this is built from. So it's really good with puppies. Now we have 2 puppies here. So let me have you go ahead and take Bob here. You can probably just hold him for now, just so he doesn't start yipping in case he wants some attention. Alrighty, so I want to work with Jerry. Jerry. So when we're layering in the click, what we want to mark is something that we want or like we want to see again. When I work with puppies this young, the main thing I want them to learn is how to use their nose and how to use their brain. Especially for this guy here because he doesn't really have a snout. So you see how when I move my hand, I move too quick there, how he's following. So I'm not really doing anything like people tend to. You'll get your turn, buddy. They tend to jump to this right away, to the sits, right? What I want first is just learning their body mechanics and developing food drive. Okay, so when we do this, I'm using very tiny pieces of treats here. Okay, so I'm not making any real sense. Good. I like that you stay on the scent really well here. Now moving slower. Because I know if I move too quick on a couple of moments, I lost his attention. Good. And very good. You know, we can do things as simple as leading him onto this placemat. Good job. Because when they first were in here, they were very timid and scared. And they didn't have the confidence to like climb these things. Well, he didn't. He pretty much hopped up right away. But he had issues with the gait. And these are things that most people would pick their puppy up for. And instead, I work them through it because it builds their confidence. I can climb this, I can jump on this, I can jump down from this, stuff like that. So they're little things so that we don't get a puppy with like phobias and stuff. So when I'm puppy training, I'm not saying anything. I don't care about sit down, stay, or any of that stuff. So I'm covering a few topics here. I'm covering mechanics and I'm covering different behaviors that are going to get them paid. So like you have the sit. So as soon as that butt hits the ground, I use the click to mark. That's what I wanted you to do, and I immediately release the food. So then Jerry goes, hey, when I hear that click, I get this treat, right? So then he's gonna be more inclined to do it again when I bring him back the next time, right? So here I marked when he hopped up on the placemat. So I start rewarding a number of things right from the get-go. See, this might be a little bit too soon. To do the down. If I could get him to down easily, I would feed that as well. So I'm not really caring about putting words to things. Oops, I'm just teaching the puppy options, right? And I'm getting his little brain thinking, and eventually I start to isolate things and name them with sit and stuff. But I usually don't do that for a couple of sessions. It's usually just a bunch of just nonsense like this to get that little brain developed. But, get him to do stuff like this. Good. You can start teaching, how'd you say, polite behaviors. So here, if I bring the treat and he were to start like jumping all over it, let me try a little higher, like this, right? I hold it, and then once that butt goes down, I reward it. So then I teach them jumping doesn't get you anything, putting your butt down does. So it's not a sit, it's really just manners. Right there. All right, so there's 4 jumps. Finally put that butt down. Good. Good. Puppy. And you see how he's giving me that little paw? So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna get him to do a little paw. You'll get your turn, Bob. Come on, buddy, you just did it. Almost. You just did it, buddy. There. Okay. So earlier, he was doing it pretty frequently, and that one took a bit. But that one should make the next one easier. Right there. The longer it takes a puppy to figure out something, the faster they get it the next time. In my experience. Attaboy. Good shake. Good. So then, one thing I do want to start is name recognition. Right, so he's got an idea of what the click means. So then here, what I do is I say the name and I drop my hand down right in front of them, Jerry, and I move back and I click, okay? So I'm teaching them Jerry means kind of like a default, come. Because typically when people use their dog's names, they're calling Jerry. Attaboy. Jerry. Good. Attaboy. Good. Good. Very good. So I'll do a couple more. So really what I care about, lesson 1, is body mechanics and name recognition. Jerry. Good. Jerry. Good. So the hand serves as a target. So he's thinking, when I see your hand come down, there's something for me. The moving away is to give him, is to create that forward motion. So it doesn't matter that I started here to get him to do it, because eventually he's there, I'm here. He sees it, he just starts coming on his own. So I start to create more of a gap. So we get like an actual recall, okay? So here, go ahead and cut it, Corey.